Giorno Giovanna has officially dropped in Jump Force, and so has everyone's wallets. This is the character that everyone has been looking forward to within the game for a long time, and now he is finally available for purchase if you have the Season Pass, and very soon he will be available for purchase as a separate character. The pre-orders on Giorno were absolutely insane, skyrocketing more than anyone else could have ever expected, and I will say this. Judging from what we saw originally, I was a little nervous that they were going to do Giorno bad, but I was extremely impressed at how well Giorno was made into the game. The only part which I'm a little sad about is that he stays permanently in Golden Experience Requiem, which is a pretty big spoiler. But even so, that is still a fantastic thing to do, and I love playing this character. I've only been playing it for a little bit, but I think I'm ready to make a deep dive on him. So join me as we go into Giorno Giovanna. Now first, before we do anything, let's learn a little bit about Giorno's moveset. His basic attack is pretty good and has a good amount of range to it. His down combo will launch the enemy into the air. His up combo will be important later, and I'll explain that in a little bit. And his heavy combo is fantastic. His air combo is mediocre at best, unfortunately. His heavy air attack is godly and will be very important in his moveset. His grab is also godly, and I'll explain that in a little bit. His special moves. First up, we have Muda Muda Muda. This is a special type of rush attack that doesn't work like Jotaro or Dio's, where he lunges forward and does a certain amount of punches, and it keeps using up bars as you can go. That also means you can cancel this for even more combo ability. His second move sprouts a tree from the ground. It's very short range, so you want to be right next to your opponent when you use it. And you can also lead this into a ground attack. His final special move heals him, which is insane, though it does take a while for it to work. I'll explain how you can try and use that later. And finally, his ultimate. You shall never reach your destination. Requiem. So if you can't tell from his moveset already, Giorno has a lot of capabilities to be possibly one of the most overpowered characters in the game. The question is, how can you utilize him to the best of your ability? Well, first up, I'm going to supply a few sample combos that you can use in order to get ahead of the game. The first combo I had doesn't lead into ultimate, and it also requires 4 bars. The second combo I have is more for beginners and leads into ultimate easily. Requiem. This next combo is Giorno's most powerful combo.
これがレクイエムだ。無駄。待て。
So we know a few basic things that you can do with Giorno, but getting the combos is one thing. Actually performing them, and not only that, but also playing the long game is very important in Jump Force. So what are some other tips that you can use when learning Giorno? Well, the first tip I would use is that his heavy attack is much better than his light attack, and you'll most likely be using that first and leading it into Giorno's light attack. Rather, on most characters, it's the opposite. So that's one thing that you should take away. And there are a couple other things that I want to share with you, tips and tricks that you can use in your battles when playing as Giorno. Giorno, just like his father Dio in this game, can grab the opponent and then instantly use the ultimate attack that he has. Now, this is really cheap, and it will most definitely get patched out soon. So please don't use this online. It's just cheesy and cheap, and it will be gone very soon, I'm sure of it. If you use Giorno's tree once, and then place down another tree, it will spawn right below where the enemy is standing, meaning it can be used for a zoning option. Use Giorno's roots in his air attack, and then you can launch the enemy away, which will give you time in order to either charge or use your healing. And that's it. That's everything I have on Giorno Giovanna and Jump Force. Definitely a more complicated character than I thought he was going to be originally, but I'm very glad that they took the time to make him more complicated than the other characters. He was a ton of fun, and I also had a ton of fun editing this video and making it, despite all this footage coming from my Xbox One. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like down below. Please follow me for more character deep dives and just for more stuff for fighting games in general. Giorno was a ton of fun. I'm probably going to be posting some online matches with him, and let's just hope that will get tons and tons more JoJo characters and just more characters in Jump Force that make the game feel more unique. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you the next time. Bye bye.